What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate support. Guys, I'd like to make an announcement. We hit 145,000 subscribers as of the middle of the night. And I'd like to thank everybody for your support, of me, the channel, and I just wanted to let you guys know I really appreciate it. A lot of times I got so many comments. I get like 1,000 comments a day on videos that I do. I can't answer them all. And a lot of times I don't see them all because, I have a life outside of this. So if I haven't answered your comments or anything like that, I am appreciative, and keep the comments coming. Eventually I'll, the stars will line up for us to connect. But I do appreciate you guys. But I want to talk about a story. People have been sending me this story. I've just heard about this yesterday, but this happened some days back, and it's about a transgender TikTok hairstyle influencer with over 300,000 followers by the name of Girlalala. The real name of this person is Maurice Harrison, 21 years old, and they were recently gunned down by their boyfriend, this guy here, Shanoid White Jr. And what makes this intriguing, besides this person being an influencer and getting shot up, it covers two topics on this channel that we vehemently talk about a lot of times. Domestic violence and just all out things done without the lack of common sense. And this whole thing is bad to me, but it just seemed like it was a chaotic environment for the longest time, and neither one wanted to give some pushback or pullback or this is something that should have never been. Sometimes two people bump heads against each other trying to get their point across in life, where the writing's on the wall that they shouldn't even be together. I think this is one of those type of situations. Take a look at what we have so far, because there's a lot of stuff surrounding this. And I'll come back with my brief commentary.
Well, we're learning new details tonight about the moments leading up to the death of Maurice Harrison, better known online as Girlalala, a transgender influencer with thousands of followers.
Newly released documents outline what investigators say happened right before she was shot in Lauderdale Lakes. NBC6 reporter Lena Salzbank has the latest for us tonight. Lena.
Well, deputies say that call for help first came when a man waved them down along this street. They later identified that man as Girlalala's longtime boyfriend. New arrest documents painting a clearer picture of what deputies say they found when they arrived in Lauderdale Lakes Friday night. According to investigators, White Jr. flagged down deputies outside of a home on Northwest 37th Street and led them to his beige Chevy Malibu. Inside, detectives say they found Girlalala shot multiple times, with blood soaking through the seat and pooling onto the floor. Documents state that White told detectives he and Girlalala got into frequent arguments, including several earlier that same day. He claimed one of their final fights began when the victim pulled his hair, but he refused to explain what exactly happened with the gun that was found inside of the car. Exclusive surveillance video from a neighbor's Tesla appears to show some of those final moments. In the footage, you could see what looks like White Jr. stepping out of a car holding what appears to be a gun, and Girlalala leaning out of the front passenger seat. You could then see White Jr. walking over and placing Girlalala back inside the vehicle. Detectives say he'd called 911, and you can see him pacing near the car. Since the news, fans have been reacting across social media, some even pointing to old videos that hint to signs of an abusive relationship. The victim's family asking for prayers and time to heal. And tonight, the suspect remains behind bars, facing several charges, including first-degree murder with a firearm. For now, reporting live, Lena Salzbank, NBC6 News.
Now to the very latest on the murder of a transgender woman who is a social media influencer.
We're now hearing the 911 calls after she was shot and killed inside a car. Local 10's Jolina Esperto was outside the Broward jail in Fort Lauderdale with the calls and new video.
The 911 calls and surveillance video we got our hands on are truly chilling, and this whole situation is just devastating. A TikTok star and a transgender influencer was violently killed, and Broward deputies arrested her very own boyfriend for it.
please, no. Please. Oh, bro, please, I need help. Please, I need help.
You can hear the fear and pain in her voice. TikTok star Girlalala's final moments.
Stay on the phone with me, okay?
Yes, hello.
This is
Hello.
911. This is
Get here.
911.
Hurry up and get here. Who's calling me? Hurry up and get here.
Stay on the line with me. I need you to stay on the line with me, okay?
She and her boyfriend called 911 after she was shot.
Yes, I don't know the address, bro. Just check. Just check, please.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
And these are the moments immediately after the transgender TikTok influencer was killed Friday night. Deputies say at the hands of her boyfriend, 25-year-old Shanoid White Jr. Video from a Tesla captures who appears to be white getting out of the driver's side of a beige sedan along the 3300 block of Northwest 37th Street. The passenger door opens where we're told by relatives the victim, 21-year-old Maurice Harrison, known as Girlalala, tries to get out. White is seen grabbing her by the hair and putting her back inside before pacing with a cell phone.
I'm real Girlalala.
She was known for her wigs and social media presence with nearly 300,000 followers on TikTok and more than 40,000 on Instagram.
Why?
Behind the scenes, friends and relatives say Girlalala and White had a tumultuous relationship.
What we leaving for?
Broward Sheriff's Office investigators say they were together for several years. They had a verbal argument in the car Friday that turned physical. Then she was shot. A neighbor who didn't want to show his face on camera told us.
My wife heard a gunshot around 6:50.
White, who played football at Bethune-Cookman during his freshman year, was arrested once before for domestic violence in November 22 with a different victim. The arrest form states he physically and maliciously battered the victim multiple times. Girlalala's family is too devastated to talk on camera, but they did tell us in a statement. As a family, we appreciate every prayer, kind thought, and gesture during our time of bereavement. Now we are just praying that justice is served to the fullest degree. And to make this situation even more heartbreaking, this is not the first time Girlalala's family has lost a loved one to gun violence. Just last August, her brother, Marion Harrison, was shot and killed. Now, as for White, he did face a judge over the weekend, and he was denied bond. He now sits behind bars here at the Broward County Jail. I'm reporting from Fort Lauderdale, Jolina Esperto, Local 10 News.
Okay, guys, that's the story. And may Maurice Harrison, aka Girlalala, rest in peace. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Before I go into my commentary, you already know I'm old school. I was born in the early 70s, and my mindset is different from somebody that's 21 years old, let alone somebody that's 21 years old and trans. No offense. But I gotta be honest with you. This whole thing was chaotic from the jump, according to reports. This woman's an influencer. Don't know what he is, but with a social media footprint that big, a lot of times that can cause controversy, especially when you're dealing with an insecure guy and a guy that's confused himself. And when I say confused, you can already tell what kind of man fights with anybody they're in a relationship with constantly and stays in it. I want you to pay attention to the 911 call. You see this a lot. Organized confusion in somebody's mind. They get into a fight. Don't call the cops while they in the fight. But after somebody gets killed, when things boil over the top and it ain't no coming back from it, then they call the cops. The way the report was, he Johnny blazed this person. Now, for the context of this video, you know, Mr. Harrison, you know, because I don't do the he, she, the politically correct stuff. They're both men. But I'm going to say she for the context of the video so you can know which one I'm talking about. He shot her up in the car multiple times. Walks around the car. Said the blood soaked into the seat and every damn thing. Horrific. Regardless if that's a guy or a girl, that's your lover. You don't kill people you love. You protect them. He casually walked around the car Opened the door, her limp body coming out the car. He just picked it up and pushed it back in there. Then you get on the phone with the police. Come here, Harry. Just get here. Ow! These are young people. And when you're young, you do crazy stuff. But I mean, regardless if this is a guy or a girl, it's still domestic violence and it's fucked up. It is. You was casual went after you pumped 2 in her or multiple shots or whoever. How many shots you shot? You walk casually around that side of that car, open the door, body come out, you just push it back in there. All of a sudden you on the phone with the police, frantic. It's not adding up. Was you either devastated or not? Because I'm going to tell you something. In the pit of anger, and trust me, I had knockdown dragouts with women I was involved with. I knew 2 things. Number 1, I'm not going to put my hands on them because I was raised right. And number 2, if it gets to the point where I can't get my point across, I'm going to walk away. If that means going out for a drive or going out for a walk, I'm going to do that. This guy in her social media, and I'm going to show you how stupid this dude is. And I'm going to keep saying him, and I'm going to tell you why. He was the man in the relationship, the leader. You getting into fights with this girl multiple times, right? And when I say girl, I'm talking about Miss Harrison, Mr. Harrison. You getting in the argument with this girl, and y'all going back and forth. This person's getting on social media after the fights, nose messed up and all kind of stuff, bite marks all on them. Talking about y'all was in the fight. That right there is a map that comes right back to you. So all your business is out there as an abuser while staying with somebody in a chaotic, disorganized relationship where the word love is thrown around loosely, but not shown vehemently in your ways and actions. And then this happens. You can't tell me you didn't see this coming. Regardless if this is a man dealing with a man or not. You know what I'm saying? The fact of the matter is, this could have been avoided. Just like a lot of other cases. But then again, when people claim they love you and put their hands on you, a lot of times they have abandonment issues and they have childlike mindsets, and it's hard to get away from kids that want you to be their friend, want you to be this, want you to be that. Sometimes it's hard to get out of these type of relationships, especially when you're dealing with somebody that has a footprint, a following, and you understand what I'm saying? Who he is can't match up to that. I'm going to leave it at that. This is stupid. That was the dumbest 911 call I heard in a while. And it seemed to me fake because you could have called the cops before it got to that point. You understand what I'm saying? You were driving your car. You could have played coy and, yeah, you're right, then dropped the motherfucker off and never seen her again, then ghosted her. Hey, I'm done with you. We live in different times now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to tell you something. Just with the rise of domestic violence and people targeting people out here, it's bad enough, dangerous just being the sex of a woman. You know what else is dangerous? Being the transgender female, I think that's what it's called, where you're a man that dressed like a woman and then live your life as a woman and deal with men. That's just as bad. Because I'm going to tell you something. Regardless of those fights they was having, that is still a man. Even though she portrays herself as a woman, that's still a man. So when they get to fighting, them punches hurt. Them fists get to flying. That strength is still manly. And you know when they get to fighting, one person ain't going to let up and let the other one get the best of them. And I'm going to tell you something. Even in a domestic violence relationship with a woman, you can beat on her long enough to where she get used to them blows, and then all of a sudden, you start getting it back. Just like Tina Turner gave it to Ike in that limo when she was tired of, when enough was enough. But either way, man, I'm going to tell you something. I have never been in a relationship where I felt as though I got to hit somebody, because if I hit them, it never goes back to normal. Once you extend your hand and put your hands on whoever you're dealing with, After telling them you love them and you want to be with them, once you hit them, it negates everything and it's never the same. So to avoid that, the best thing to do, is walk away. I'll leave it at that. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Take care.